What's up, Leo? How we doing? Alrighty, let's get right into your predictive reading for this week. Happy birthday, by the way, for celebrating your birthday this week. The 11th through the 18th of August, 2025. Yeah. God has blessed this for us. Thank you, Heavenly Father. If you want to book a personal, information is below this video. It's in the description box. So I'm going to go back to my original format of reading. I'm doing love, career, and finances, and it's predictive for the week. So, you know, we'll see how it goes, as only God knows the future. But let's see what we get. For love, we have the Six of Swords in your recent past. Present, we've got the Four of Wands. Okay, and that's you and your energy for sure. And then possible upcoming, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the World. So Leo, you got a really big finale this week. Something's coming full circle here. And you're going to get your rewards because you stayed on the task and you kept according to the plan. And so look for some major life cycles that are ending. And it's really good because, you know, you've done all you need to do, learned all you needed to learn. And so it's like you're crossing the finish line this week in love, career, and finances. So whatever it is, you know, this is like that congratulations, you survived, you made it, you thrived. Now you can begin something totally brand new. So yeah, with love, the Six of Swords, I feel like you were dragged away from a situation, person, circumstance that, you know, just was toxic. You know, you might not have wanted to leave because toxic relationships, they can be very addictive because sometimes it's good, sometimes it's terrible. And so because it's love and your heart is involved, you want to work it out. You want to see where it can go. But a lot of times when it's been that back and forth, and especially when it's been more negative than it's been positive, you already know where it's going to go, nowhere. But again, it's you know, you've put time, you've put effort, you've put your love, and if things have gotten physical, that's really big too. So I see why, you know, she's sad. Those crows are pulling the boat away because they're taking her to shore. You don't need to be in this tumultuous sea where waves are crashing, it's back and forth, up, down, you're drowning sometimes, you're above, but you're constantly struggling. It's like, no, that's not the place for you, right? So it could have been a conversation, or maybe some of your friends, or maybe just God just telling you, nope, I need to get you away from this person, this situation, because it's not healthy. So now you're present, you got the Four of Wands, and this is you and your friends. This is you celebrating, having fun, dancing. It's kind of that unique energy, like when you go to a circus, right? You see two-headed, three-headed animals or people, or you see things that are very uniquely different, you don't see every day, but it's enjoyable. You go there because you want to see things like that, right? So it's that kind of unique party, you know, when it comes to love. You know, maybe some of you are, you know, dating someone you normally wouldn't date, just trying to give it a different spin, dating life and love a different spin. But either way, I feel like you're enjoying this much more than you were enjoying that. For some of you, even if you're single, you know, this could be maybe of the mind. Maybe your mind was stuck on something or someone, and it's like, no, you don't need to think about that. Think about possibilities. Think about opposites attract. Think about, you know, what love is like when you have fun, not when it's draining, like when you're excited about it, not worried or anxious about it, because you have this Ace of Wands coming in, and this is like your spark. This is the seed. This is what really gets you going. So I feel like these Four of Wands and Ace of Wands are tied together. It's like you go out, you have fun, maybe you just have a boys' night or a girls' night or whatever, and that kind of sparks you into thinking like, you know what, this is much better. I feel happier in this space than you do in this Six of Swords space. It kind of inspires you to keep this fire going, the good fire, the happy fire. Now, let's see, for your career this week, we got Justice, Major Arcana of Libra in your recent past. In your present, you got the Ten of Pentacles, very nice. And then in your upcoming, you got the Ten of Swords. Wow. So going back to the World card, you got, like I say, several completions coming up here. I feel like it's back again, didn't leave. Yeah. So yeah, Leo, you this week you'll find yourself a lot of phases and cycles really ending. But again, it's a blessing. It's a good thing. It's like not only did you survive, but you thrived. So you'll see your awards coming in. Justice in your recent past. So something with your career. You know, I feel like there was a real hard, thorough look and investigation. And when justice shows up, especially in the upright, I feel like you won. Whether it was some kind of legal matter, it could have been a job. Maybe you were in a competition for a job or something like that, or something related to your career where we really had to find a compromise. But I think you ended up on the winning side, because sometimes, yeah, we got to compromise and we lose a little to get more. And that could have been the case. But I feel like ultimately you were satisfied, because if you really look at whatever was going on in your career, you know, maybe the other party wasn't totally wrong. Maybe both of you were right? So you were able to reach a nice balance where it was like, okay, they're satisfied, you're satisfied, cool. You got the Ten of Pentacles now, which is awesome. This is about an inheritance. You're inheriting something. It's a lot, but you can keep it going. It's, you know, let's say, for example, your boss is retired. Well, now you're stepping up and you're getting your boss's job, right? It is a lot, and is it a step up? Of course, but this is something that was kind of written for you. It was meant for you to have. Nobody else could take the job. There would be no other better replacement than you. So yes, you have a lot coming in. You will have a plate full, but you'll also be in that position now too, where you're the leader. You're the one who's, you know, going to start passing down work and delegating work and responsibilities to your team, to other people. So it's a lot more, but you'll also have a lot of help too. This could be passing projects down, processing information down. You got 2 10s here, so definitely things are coming full circle. You're going to be completing a lot of projects, and you're going to have a lot of support. But yeah, you'll probably find, like I say, your plate is a lot fuller than it was. Now you have the Ten of Swords here, so this is about walking away from something that just, you know, might have felt like a betrayal. And it could come from, I don't know if you are working with a Libra, but this Ten of Swords is like, damn, something you didn't see coming, but also it's propelling you forward too. It might hurt, it might feel kind of painful, like some kind of, I don't know, maybe this person, your boss, on their way out gives you some kind of jab, or, you know, says something like, you know, don't know why you got the job, you can't, something to where you're like, wow, that was totally unnecessary and uncalled for. But, you know, true colors will be shown. And the thing about it is, it ends it, but it also begins, it opens up space for you to begin something else, something new. You won't have to deal with that ever, not no more. So for your finances, let's see what that might be looking like. Queen of Cups in your recent past. You have 4 of Pentacles in your current. And then we have Judgment, number 20, the Ascension, in your upcoming for finances. So that's nice. You got the 9 of Wands here. So just being really resilient this week, not giving up, sticking with it, whatever it is, you know, in love, career, and finances, just really keeping your guards up, because you know something's coming. Let me put this down a little bit. But yeah, the Queen of Cups and the finances, I feel like emotionally you are very in tune with your financial scope and knowing where to spend, where to save, what to invest, what not to invest, just listening to your intuition, your instincts more on the financial terms, because maybe with this whole, influx, this abundance of the 10 of Pentacles, it kind of puts you in an awareness like, okay, now I know where my financial picture is, so let me move accordingly. And sometimes with the Queen of Cups is about not moving at all. It's about just feeling out your feels and seeing, before you make any moves, what really would be the best path, because you got the Four of Pentacles right here in your current. And I like it because she's very financially savvy. She's holding her purse, she's looking down, because yeah, she's got a bag full of money, but does she really need to spend it? So I feel like this week you're seeing things real black and white. If you need it, okay, buy it. If you don't need it, wait till another time. Maybe it'll go on sale later. Maybe it'll be at a discount in a week or two, and then you can get it, so looking at your financial scope, I feel this week you're really aware of what you need and what you don't need, what's important, what can wait. You have Judgment here, so you have an ascension financially. You got to come up. It's like I was saying with the Queen of Cups, your spirit and your instincts will really know when it's time to make certain financial moves. And with Judgment here too in the financials, it's like you kind of get a redo. You get like a second chance with something. Now that you see how your financial picture is, now you can do things from a better perspective, because you know better. You have more, whether it's more money or just more awareness or more information. So you don't have to make, any compulsive decisions when it comes to finances. It's like, nope, you know better now. You've been freed from debt. You've been freed from impulse shopping. So you can do better, you can save more, you can invest more, whatever your financial goal is. I feel like this week you'll get that ascension that, I'm finally aware, I'm finally free financially. So it's, it's definitely to your benefit, this rise up. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Leo. Looks like a good week. I hope it blessed you. You have Scorpio here, Libras here, water signs, earth signs, air signs, fire signs, everybody's here. All right, until next time, you guys, I'll talk to you soon.